Yeah, I want to yap about triple support, and I need the game that represents like why I dislike triple support right now and why it's super annoying. Because if you look, let's see this game. I just need a good example of a triple support game where it's just like a complete mess. Yeah, there's a lot of triple support going on in the higher ranks. I don't think it's the best comp. I think probably 2-2 is better. Nevix has also said the same thing. But I can't stress this enough how boring triple support is. It reminds me of Ghost back in the day. With Cloak and Dagger ult, if you just like start from the beginning. Yeah, I saw Tim Tatman's content. But if we just start from the game, like at the beginning of the game, it just like boils down to who gets support ult first. And everything after that doesn't really matter because you can't kill anything, right? So if they have Cloak and Dagger or we have Cloak and Dagger ult, we just go in, we Cloak and Dagger, we double support ult, which is really bad. But imagine if we didn't. We would have 2 support ults. Then they Cloak Dagger themselves, right? That's so stupid. This means that for like 16 seconds, I think that's how long it lasts. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. Nobody can kill anyone. Their Bucky's ulting. Nothing. A clone. Then they copy, I think they copy Cloak and Dagger, right? So after they copy Cloak and Dagger, they ult. So now our ult is gonna run out before their ult, right? Because we screwed up. So now, while we're sitting there chilling and nothing is dying, we actually managed to get one person because they made a mistake, right? Strange ults. We're chilling. Then we Mantis ult, just stay alive a little bit longer. We've had 1 kill. Okay, we've had 2 kills. They had 2 kills here, right? At which point they should have won the point, but they can't. So now we Mantis ult, and they Mantis ult, and now everybody's undefeatable. And then I keep stalling point. I think Kaiji will probably die here. But this is 2 minutes of my game. 2 minutes of my game where nothing is dying. It's like 1 or 2 people, 2 minutes, constant fighting, infinite ultimates. Nobody can die. It's so annoying. It's actually so annoying to play against. You could go Groot and you could go Moon Knight, but here's the thing: Cloak and Dagger actually can tank Moon Knight ult if you stack up your dashes enough on the same spot. So it doesn't really matter. Second of all, you need a good Groot player, and third of all, if they just ban Groot or Moon Knight, it doesn't matter. So let me just start from the beginning here. We lose 2 players instantly because Necros is feeding and he's stupid. Then we lose 1 more person here, I think. Yeah, our Mantis. And because we have a Cloak and Dagger here, mind you, we made a mistake. We actually live for another minute of us stalling here. Then I go on the Mantis in the back line. I try to kill her. I can't. I go point. I'm ulting. So I'm stalling the point for longer. And we're waiting for Kaiji to get another ult, which he's getting off of me. Look at his ult charge right now. We got 1 kill. Look at this. Look at Kaiju's ult charge. It's 75. Almost has ult. It's been non-stop fighting. Non-stop. It's an absolute mess. And we won the fight. We won the fight even though we made a mistake. We stacked our ult just because nobody can die. They've been fighting non-stop since the 3:30. So once they got to the point, the fight just ended. Isn't that crazy? And now next fight, can you guess what's gonna happen next fight, guys? Can you guess what's gonna happen next fight? Look at this, look at this. We have Cloak and Dagger ult, and we have Loki Clone. They Cloak and Dagger ult first. Look at this. So now we Cloak and Dagger. Now there's 2 Cloak and Daggers. They Strange ult. They can't kill anything. Then they copy. They Cloak and Dagger. Then we Mantis ult. Stay alive longer. Our Loki died here. We're just stalling. We're just stalling. It's actually just insane. And next fight, we have Cloak and Dagger ult again. Nobody from our team can die. Because we're on defense and they need to cap. We're just chilling. Nothing is dying. Us against the world. Us against the world. Tell me this is not absolutely horrible. This is like 10 times worse than Goat's comp back in the day in Overwatch. Because in Overwatch, at least you didn't have 30 million support ults that make you immortal. Well, this game has a big issue with giving supports ultimates that just don't let you kill anyone. Yeah, you guys are having fun, I'm sure. But like from my perspective, from a higher elo perspective, I don't think this is like a meta comp or anything. But there's big issues here with Marvel Rivals, and that's that they keep giving supports ultimates that make everybody unkillable, which is really boring. They last for way too long. Way too long. Way too long. Like, I think it's like 12 seconds Luna, 6 seconds Mantis, which is Mantis like one of the least annoying ones. Cloak and Dagger is, I think it's like 15. Invisible Woman is like, I don't know, 8 seconds. And there's no anti-heal, so you can only one-shot them. Only one shot works. And if you can't one-shot them, if you just think about it, if we played perfectly in a good scenario here, this rank game, there's no like team synergy basically. They're gonna push in. They're gonna get to the point like 3:30. We're gonna farm Cloak and Dagger ult at the 3-minute mark. At that point, we ult 16 seconds of immortality. We're chilling. If Loki clones afterwards, that's 32 seconds of immortality. Then we have Mantis ult as well. And by that point, we're gonna win the fight. As long as we get 1 kill, we win the fight. It's just our spawns are so much closer. By next fight, after we use every support ult, we're gonna have another Cloak and Dagger ult. And the reason why we have another Cloak and Dagger ult is because Cloak and Dagger farms her ult super fast, right? Farms ult super fast, Loki farms super fast, and it's just a mess. Like, whoever gets Cloak and Dagger ult first wins the fight because you can't kill anything. So because you can't kill anything, you just farm Cloak and Dagger ult and you just take damage. That's why 2 tanks is good. I think Luna ult needs a nerf in duration. I think Cloak and Dagger needs a nerf in duration. I think my food is here. Anyways, I just finished eating my burrito. What I'm trying to get at here is supports do too much of the same thing with their ults. And right now, Cloak and Dagger is one of the strongest support characters. It is absolutely very, very important for your team to have a character that can make everyone invincible, or the other character that makes everyone invincible will make sure that you all die, because you cannot out-heal that. All support ults except Rocket pretty much, that's not true. Adam ult is garbage. He just rests everyone at 100 HP. Guess what's better? Cloak and Dagger ult. Rocket Raccoon ult damage boost. Guess what's better? Cloak and Dagger ult. Jeff the Land Shark, you could eat people or you're gonna miss and die. Cloak and Dagger ult is better. Even if you eat people, most maps you can't even throw them off the map, and if you eat people, you can't heal. So your team just dies. Cloak and Dagger ult, Luna ult, Mantis ult, Invisible Woman ult provide so much value that you just can't play without them. Like, watch this game. This game, we straight up win, as I said multiple times, just purely off of Cloak and Dagger. And they have Cloak and Dagger as well, but it's just impossible for them to push because we just took a bunch of damage and we just get our Cloak and Dagger ult and we win the game. So if we look at it this way, we speed it up a bit. Kaiji isn't farming too much ult right now, right? That's fine. It's not the best of examples, but I want to show you how fast support ults get fed, right? So once they start pushing in here, I mean, Kaiji is already at 50%. Usually, you could get your ult by this minute mark right here. But if you just look at this ult charge meter, because she gets ult charge from this bubble here, everybody gets healed. If you're all stacked up, she can get so much ult charge. Unless they do some one-shot character or something, they can't do anything about this. Kaiji is gonna get ult first. Even after we lose 2 people, we still win the game. Not only does Kaiji have ult, but our Loki also gets ult. And they have ults as well. So the entire game is up to the support's hands. If the supports int here, or by int I mean throw the game, and die with their support ults, we lose the game. But they don't. So we just stay alive forever. Even this fight here, like every fight has been determined by Cloak and Dagger ult. This game. Guess what's happening now here? After we've used our Cloak and Dagger ult, we're gonna copy Cloak and Dagger and we're gonna ult. Which again nullifies any capability of them killing anyone. And they have no support ults, so they just lose. Bucky dies. Necros dies, but he's always dead. And then we can push for free. Too much pressure on them. Our Mantis dies here. But guess what? Guess what, guys? Guess what? Look at Kaiji's ult charge. Even though my entire team fucked up, my Mantis played out of position, Necros just did Necros things, we stayed alive for so long that Kaiji almost has ult here. And I think he actually gets it. Look at this. Kaiji got his ult. So now we just win. Because they can't kill us. Now we are all immortal. And then Necros, even though he died 50 million times, they can't cap point because they can't kill anything. He just kills them. So the entire gameplay loop is people just stack up, take a bunch of damage, Cloak and Dagger heals you, and if you don't go for the supports, you lose the game. And if you go for the supports, then they go for your supports and you lose the game. It's a really annoying gameplay loop that's been made in this game right now, where everybody just stays alive forever. And it's not fun for anyone. You should play Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger is broken. It is a horrible gameplay loop. It feels so bad. It's so boring. But even if you do ban Cloak and Dagger, the same issue gets repeated with other characters. Like Luna, Invisible Woman, and Mantis not so much. So I think personally, Marvel Rivals would be a horrible game without bans. Because if I wasn't able to ban Cloak and Dagger or Luna, every game would be Luna ult, Cloak and Dagger ult, Loki ult. Luna ult, Cloak and Dagger ult, and you get the idea. And I'm so glad for bans. We do need ultimates that make us very tanky. I think support ults are important. I think if we didn't have support ults, we would all just die every fight to one-shot ultimates the DPS have, because DPS have some crazy ults, and I think it'll be really bad for the game. But you can't keep designing characters with so much of the same thing. Like, you can't keep making every character make you immortal with their ult. You just want to play the game, you want to show off your skill, you want to go pop off, you want to make a really cool play, and then like, boom, Cloak and Dagger ult. That sucks, bro. It sucks so much. Like, look at our fights here, right? You could counter Cloak and Dagger ult with Magneto ult, as I've shown. But if they have a Magneto, he just bubbles. So Kaiji just ults here, so now we play on point. And it's just Cloak and Dagger Root versus Cloak and Dagger Root. And now guess what happens after these Cloak and Dagger Roots? Another Cloak and Dagger Root. Then Mantisode so we don't die. As for against the world, we are undefeatable. Well, guess what happens now? Guess what happens now? Mantisode. Yeah, we are undefeated. Tell me this looks fun to you guys. Just constant barrage of unlimited healing so nobody dies. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you do. You just can't do anything. So I propose personally, the best choice is make support ults last not as genuinely. Cloak and Dagger ult should not last as much. Luna ult should have been nerfed a while ago. It should have never been 12 seconds. It should be like 8 or 9. Cloak and Dagger ult is way too long, right? Those are my biggest problems right there. Because if you nerf Cloak and Dagger and Luna, the other ults kind of get stabilized. Because you can kill through Invisible Woman ult. You can kill through Mantis ult. You could kill through Luna ult. But Cloak and Dagger ults, man, that needs to go instantly. And if you nerf those two, then other characters get a little bit stronger. Second of all, ult charge. You can't play the game versus a Cloak and Dagger when you don't have a Cloak and Dagger. She gets her ult instantly. And then just ults and you just lose the fight. Yeah, how about we nerf ult duration and ult charge? How about we nerf both? Why is she getting ult instantly? Just like why are these characters the way they are? Yeah, both. It's okay to have, I don't dislike the gameplay loop of having support ults to counter DPS ults. It's a good loop. It's good and smart, and there's counterplay and there's thinking involved. There's no counterplay to using Cloak and Dagger ult every 16 seconds. Like, in my opinion, the game currently is so horribly unbalanced, even though it's really fun, that if there was no hero bans in this game, nobody would play it, right? It would be such a mess in high elo. In high elo, it would be so messy. It would be actually a nightmare. So you gotta use one-shots to counter these support ults, and that's fine, but you can't, like, it's just like the sheer amount of these, because if you have a Cloak and Dagger, Loki, and Luna, that's almost a minute of immortality. Doesn't that sound insane to you? Doesn't it sound insane that you can sit for a minute without dying? Like, if you stretch it out, you go Cloak and Dagger, you survive, you live, then you take damage again, 10 seconds pass, Loki clone, Cloak and Dagger ult. Yes, and during that time, the first Cloak and Dagger is already at 60% by the time it all ends, because she's just DPSing, and then you will get a kill. And if your supports make a mistake and they overlap their roots, you lose the game. There's just so much agency of whether or not your supports actually do their job, because you cannot do much if your supports make this really bad mistake. So I'm really happy they actually have hero bans, but I'm really unhappy with the way they've taken the support row, because the support row is genuinely right now just heal botting. It is, you can DPS with some of them, but it's just heal botting so you can get your support ult and then press Q to make everyone immortal. And I think that's boring. I think we need more unique. We need to nerf support ults. I think that's important. Don't make them too weak, because otherwise DPS is going to be too strong. Just make them less immortally, right? And second of all, just add some cool support ults, bro. Just add some different support ults. If the next support makes everyone immortal again, I will have a mental breakdown. I will have a mental breakdown. If the next support ult is literally everybody sitting there AFK again and nothing dying, I will have a mental breakdown. So please, we need some diversity. We need to do things. I might find a better example of like how fast Cloak and Dagger farms their ult. I remember one map I played. I don't remember when it was, but we instantly got our Cloak and Dagger ult. I'm actually gonna look into it. I remember the map. Support is just so annoying, and purely out of the, like, purely because of the ultimates. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Okay, look at this. I think I got it. ITP. I'm opening a portal behind them. Guy's just playing support. He's playing Cloak and Dagger. Look at this ult charge. Look at this ult charge. Hey, tell me this is normal. This is not sped up. 66. 75. He has ult. We won. Oh, never mind. They have Loki ult, so now nobody dies. Tell me this looks fun to you guys. Look at this mess on point. Actually just crazy. You can get your ult so fast on Cloak and Dagger. And Loki can get his ult so fast as well because of the clones. It is insanely broken. It's insane how much you can do. If their Loki didn't get ult in time, they just lose the fight because we're just immortal for so long. I can't explain to you how boring it is to just look at my gameplay. Look at my gameplay while all of this is happening. This is my gameplay. I just want you to like really look how engaging it is. Cloak and Dagger ult. I'm pushing in. Cloak and Dagger ult. Yippee. Awesome. If our Wolverine didn't like ult them off point there, I would be fighting demons. But yeah, like supports are like, they're not broken like DPS. They're not broken the same way as in Overwatch, where they just kill everything and do the same thing as DPS. They're broken in the sense that they farm their ult so fast and like swing the game so hard by making everything immortal. And that's like the least fun way to swing games. Nobody wants to sit AFK and not kill anything. It is so boring, right? They need to hotfix it. They need to change ult charge duration. They need to change how fast you charge your ultimate on Cloak and Dagger and on Loki. Because I think Loki, like charging up his ult so fast is also crazy. I had a game where I played against Invisible Woman Loki because Cloak and Dagger was banned. I think I faced 8 Invisible Woman ults and they first point held us. I kept hearing the same ult voice line, I think 8 times on attack. Like, it was insane, right? It was actually, we couldn't kill anything. Oh, it was impossible. It's not fun. That's why my gaming strategy is to disappear. My gaming strategy is just to ban supports. I'm gonna say one more thing. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I played some support today. I won every single game on Mantis. I've never touched Mantis in my life. I don't know what that says. It was Celestial 1 lobbies. I know what that says about Mantis, guys. I know what it says about support. I'm just saying that maybe some characters get too much value too fast. I think it's time for me to get Celestial.